ich bin's wieder, Käse neu heran. Hier mit meinem Let's Play von Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Path. Und beim letzten Mal haben wir festgestellt, dass irgendwie Knightley ins Gefängnis gebracht wurde, nachdem er in der Strafanstalt umgebracht wurde. Und jetzt stehen uns mal wieder die zwei unserer Störenfriede im Weg. Courtney und The Best. Und wie ich schon bereits sagte, The Best ist eine Witznummer. Nur Courtney macht mir Sorgen. Oh, danke! Die alte Musik. It's obvious the murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, the prison maintains strict control over potentially lethal items. So, that's why I've reasoned that the murder weapon was brought in from the outside. Yes, it was hidden inside that chessboard. And since only the victim and the suspect's fingerprints were found on the chessboard, isn't it obvious who brought and used the murder weapon? At least it's clearer than his last testimony. It's the best reasoning you can get from Prosecutor The Best. How do you look like that? Do you like that? Now he's mixing up The Best with his own name. Ja, weil er ein Trottel ist! But, could someone really hide a weapon inside a gift sent to a prisoner? You'll find a good place if you examine the inside of the chessboard. Inside the chessboard? Is there some place to hide a weapon? Na gut. Mal eben aufmachen. As I thought, there are only chess pieces inside. Wow, what an annoying laugh! Inside the chessboard, huh? Perhaps I should examine it a bit further. Vielleicht hier die Platte? Also mir kommt jetzt so ein Gedanke, dass hier ein Geheimfach ist. Wow. Wow. Ich nehme dem Spiel hier praktisch die ganzen Geheimnisse. The top panel is removable. It's quite deep. Yes, there's more than enough room to hide a small knife. Understand now. This is how the culprit smuggled in the... What's with the I wasn't even finished! Du unterbrichst ja auch andauernd hier deine Chefin. Mr. The Best, there's something you have forgotten. There's a gate at the entrance of the detention center. Well, there is, but... He means the security gates with the metal detectors, Sebastian. We had to pass through the same check when we entered the prison, remember? Oh! Yeah, that's it! I remember now. And looks like he completely forgot. It would be impossible to smuggle a sharp metal object into the detention center. Therefore, your reasoning never held even from the very beginning. That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check. So they don't use a metal detector for that. This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless. Okay. Verdammt, die ist gut. Right, Justine. Thanks for the assist. You're welcome. Now then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, your cross-examination, if you please. Cross-examination? It's as if we were in a courtroom. Very well. Here's reasoning. Let's see how long it will hold up under pressure. Stimmt, und beim letzten Mal habe ich tatsächlich hier Dings vergessen. Einfach, weil ich ein bisschen verstört war. Ja. Entkräftung! Murder Weapons Location. Aber jetzt ist ja alles wieder im Normalen. Hoffentlich. Prison maintains strict control. No weapon was found at the crime scene, not even inside the chessboard. So where did the murder weapon disappear to? I'd like to hear your answer to that. Well, after the crime, the culprit must have hidden it somewhere in the prison. Is there a problem with the statement the best just made? Ja. The murder weapon is hidden inside the prison? I don't think so. It's clear from this piece of evidence. What shows that a murder weapon can't be inside a prison? Mal sehen. Was haben wir denn da? Roll call. Was? Die haben sich ins eigene Fleisch geschnitten! Have you completely forgotten your own actions? You, along with Warden Roland, conducted a search of the prison. But you did not find the murder weapon, right? Oh, das muss doch wehtun! We must have overlooked something. This guy just completely contradicted himself! You carried out such a sloppy investigation. I'm amazed that you call yourself the best. Oh! Ey, jetzt will ich das Gift von dieser Menschenmasse, die da rumschreit. Are you mocking me? Nein. Ich finde, du bist scheiße! Sebastian. Please calm yourself. Don't get caught up in the opponent's pace. I'm fine, Justine. Did you really think the best prosecutor would be shaken by someone miles behind him? Gebt mir bitte eine Knarre. Alter. Der Witz war so übertrieben schlecht. I wish he'd stop messing around with other people's names. Oh, in that case, Kay Faraday is far ahead. Kay, don't you get caught up in this too. Yes, if my best investigation didn't find anything, then there must not have been a single weapon in the prison. In that case, there's only one possibility. The criminal must have taken the murder weapon with him when he left the prison. So it's only natural we didn't find him there. Yeah. There was no way the culprit could have brought the weapon out of the prison. And this piece of evidence shows why. Okay. Und wieder ins eigene Fleisch geschnitten. Have you completely forgotten your own testimony? Yo, that's twice you've insulted me! Oh, it seems you remember what I said earlier. But you'd do well to remember further than that. What is that? This guy, he really doesn't remember anything! Was hat der bitte schon für ein Kurzzeitgedächtnis? Ohne Scheiß. It seems that way. The detention center and the prison are equipped with security gates. Anyone leaving must pass through these gates. Gates equipped with metal detectors. Ah, that's what you... Looks like he remembers now. Yes, there's no way someone could have brought the murder weapon through those gates. And so the criminal could not have taken it out to the prison either. Fühlt sich das gut an, diesen kleinen Scheiß auseinanderzunehmen. So then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know where this murder weapon went to? Perhaps the weapon is still inside the prison. But we couldn't find it anywhere in the prison! The reason you didn't find it is because you believed it to be a sharp metal object. We saw the very moment when Mr. Knightley was attacked after all! If you can say that much, then perhaps you could enlighten us. What would you say is the murder weapon in this case? From this piece of evidence, the murder weapon of this case becomes obvious. Und, ups, da bin ich zu weit. Ja, hier, die Aufnahmen der Sicherheitskamera. Here is footage from a security camera. It shows one of the cells in the detention center. See it with your own eyes. What? It can't be! This tape clearly shows the moment the victim was attacked by a black dog. I believe this is sufficient proof, wouldn't you say? Indeed, this is vital evidence. Horace Knightley was killed in the detention center by that dog. After that, the body was moved to the prison workroom. Our witness claims to have seen a dog in the workroom when the body was found. Of course, a dog couldn't have planned this crime on its own. However, there's someone who could have. That's enough, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Judge Courtney? It's true this camera footage is vital evidence. However, there's something else you must prove. Actually, you've already noticed it, haven't you? It's just as she says, there's still a huge flaw in my reasoning. If that black dog is a prisoner's pet, how was it able to move between the detention center and prison? Ah! What will we do, Mr. Edgeworth? I still don't know how the dog managed to move from one place to the other. I knew it. What? You want to talk? You don't know either! If you do not solve this mystery, I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic. If this was a real courtroom, I would call for a recess now. Wait! I'm not finished yet! Court has been adjourned. Leave at once. This isn't a courtroom! Well then, as I said, court is adjourned. I can't prove my argument, but isn't it the same case with Mr. Keyes? Whatever do you mean? Just as I don't know how the dog entered the detention center. You also don't know how Simon Keyes entered the detention center and prison. Although he came to visit the victim, he was an outsider to the prison. Don't you think it would be difficult for him to commit a crime inside the prison? Judge Courtney, now the burden of proof lies with you. Show us evidence that Simon Keyes entered the prison. You want me to present evidence? I'm happy to oblige. What? Does she really have evidence? It's about time I told you. Now that I know the basis of your reasoning, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What is she thinking? It seems you don't even know Simon Key's real occupation. He's a circus performer. A circus performer? Yes. Have you ever heard of the Berrybeck Circus? Barrys großer Zirkus aus Justice for All. Da arbeitet Simon? Holy shit! Es ist ja ein Zusammentreffen von alten Spielen ab der Batz. Circus. Ah! But of course, yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? Did you have some kind of important meeting? Oh heavens no! I despise meetings. It was an animal show, of course. It seems you've realized. On the day of the incident, an animal show was being performed by at the prison, and the show was put on by the Berrybeck Circus. So then, do you mean Simon is... Simon Keyes entered the prison as a staff member of the animal show. That we know for a fact. No! This woman! She's been concealing this fact the whole time! She only planned to reveal it after hearing my reasoning! Verdammt ist die gut. Come to think of it. What are you doing, Justine? Don't butt in like that! Pardon me, Sebastian. Yes, your words on the suspect are very interesting. However, shouldn't you get to the best part first? Mr. The Best was going to say it then, but she stopped him. How do you like that, worthless prosecutor? You didn't do anything. Well then, now it really is time for a recess. I'll end with some advice. I had already doubted your abilities as a prosecutor, which is why I relieved of your authority. You'd best not forget that. What are you trying to say? The PIC can still take away your badge. If you value your badge, I'd advise you not to show your face before me again. Is that a threat? The goddess of law is merciful, but that doesn't mean you can get away with everything. And one more thing. I must digress. I suggest you stop with this defense attorney act. That's none of your concern. I don't intend to abandon a case I am involved in so easily. For defense attorneys, a relationship of mutual trust with their client is vital. It is very different from the way of the prosecutor. In any case, you didn't even know about your client's occupation. No! Well then, I must be going. May the blessings of the goddess of law be upon you. Did Simon lie to us? It seems he lied to Uncle Ray too. This complicates matters. Why'd he do that? Hey, Miles, don't tell me you've got cold feet already. Courtney Pie is quite a handful, but giving up is still uncool. A defense attorney's creed is to never give up, remember? You're my assistant. Of course, I don't plan on giving up either. It's just... My theory that he couldn't enter the prison no longer holds. It looks like we'll have to investigate once more. Und genau passend ist jetzt hier eine Pause angesagt. BZW, hier Speicherpause. Das Spiel ist gut. Ich weiß schon, worauf das hinauslaufen wird. Also, dass man gleich wieder Simon, du Spast! Ein bisschen in die Fittiche nimmt, in den Schwitzkasten und man aufklärt, warum er hier Sachen, ja, verschwiegen hat. Na? Spast. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung immer gern gesehen. Dort war's von meiner Seite. Wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil!